Welcome friends, today is Wednesday, August 18th, 2015. This is Denise, Let's Get Fit. Hi guys, I'm back. I was on vacation last week. I'm sure you've probably figured that out. That's why I wasn't on here. But I'm back and Dorothy was back. So I'm feeling pretty good, even though you can kind of guess that I've gained. I was on vacation and I ate out lunches and dinners and, and then I had my couple's dinner on Monday night. Those are things that just happened, and I tried to make the best choices I could every single time. But when you're eating out, for me, that just, bloats me up. And I really thought I was going to gain about 5 pounds because, and even just the traveling, anyway, not to give excuses, but that's why. Anyway, I did gain. I gained I don't know if you can see that, 1.9 pounds. I don't know if that's too close. And so now my total loss is just 26.9. I was up to 30, but we're not going to look back at that. I'm on my way again. I'm walking again. Couldn't get all my steps in. I did a lot of walking because we were on vacation, but nothing near what I normally do because I didn't have actual walks to do. And so, like I said, moving on. I did get a couple of charms for my little keychain here. I got the little happy face. You get that when you've attended 10 meetings in the summertime. So this was my 10th meeting because I had missed one. And then I got the 4-month charm. So I've been going steady for 4 months. So you get a charm for that. So these are adding up pretty good. Pretty happy about that. And like I said, Dorothy was there, and again, very good. I always give her such credit because she's such an inspiring leader, and I just love listening to her, and everything about it is just cool. So today was the weekly that we got was a slip, not a slide. You can see that. And basically that's what she talked about too. And lots of times she doesn't talk about what's in this little reader, but she did this week. So her thing was, today is getting back on track. Is it a slip or a slide? It's just part of our journey. So we just have to go along with that thought and know that, just like she equated it to kids on a slip and slide. Once their first time that they're doing it, they run and they jump and they might only make it halfway, and then they go off onto the side of the grass and they don't stop there. They just get back up, run back over there, and try harder the next time and make it to the end of the slip and slide. So that's kind of what she was saying. We can't let those little bumps that fall, make us fall off, just end our journey. We have to realize that, okay, let's figure this out and keep going. So she had a couple of points to that. Her first step was relax. Don't beat yourself up. Put things in perspective. It's like one big bad choice does not end your whole diet. One bad choice is one bad choice, and you have to relax about it, and just, she said 3,500 calories above what you need is how you gain a pound. So if you've eaten a piece of cake, and even if that piece of cake is like 1,000 calories, you have not hit what you're going to do in order to gain that pound. So you have to think that your one bad choice of maybe you drank that pop or maybe you had that dessert, they're usually not totaling 3,500 points. So if you just stopped at that point, at the one point of eating that one bad thing, and it's less than 3,500 points, you're not going to really gain. I think that she thinks it gives you license. Oh, well, I had the cake, let me have the pop with it, and then, and then you just keep building thinking that, well, I've screwed up. But if you're under that 3,500 extra points or calories, then that thing isn't going to really make you gain. So you got to put it into perspective. One bad thing probably doesn't total that. So, unless you just went out and ate a whole dinner that was so high in calories, maybe then you could hit 3,500. That's a lot of calories just for, if you're everything else, that's above and beyond what you should be eating for the day. So they're not saying if you've ate 3,500 calories, it's like you're gonna eat 1,500 or 1,200 calories already. That's in addition to that. So that's a lot. So anyway, so you'd wonder actually, how do we gain? How did I gain that 1.9? I just think over the course of all those days, I ate 3,500 and 3,500. But anyway, then the step 2 would be cut back just a bit. You know, use power foods to finish out your day, and don't just eat nothing. Like if you really screwed up at lunch or dinner and then you think, oh gosh, you know, and then you're hungry later, you don't want to just not eat anything, because then your body's going to, you know, you're going to just overindulge, really. So instead, you know, eat some power foods that have no points, or lower calories if you're not on Weight Watchers. So it's like, don't think that that one bad thing should mean I don't get to eat the rest of the day, or that I'm going to eat really bad, so I'm not going to eat the rest of the day. I won't eat breakfast, I won't lunch, because I know I'm going to eat bad at dinner. That's really not what you should do. Your body needs fuel constantly throughout the day, so you should just eat better choices if you know you're going to do something really bad for dinner. But still eat. Don't cut back totally, just a bit. And then the next one is, don't get on the scale at home. You know, you really should only weigh once a week, because your body fluctuates up and down depending on water retention, what clothes you're wearing, what time of the day you're weighing yourself. So if you really can just hopefully just weigh yourself once a week, if you're not going to meetings, pick a day, pick a time, and stick to it. Now, I'm really a culprit of this, because I get on that scale every morning. I want to know. And she's like, if you've done bad, you want to see it. Well, then you think, oh God, well, I've already gained a pound. What's the heck? You know, today's guy, you know, and your body could not have even gained the pound because of the one bad choice. It could have just been that you fluctuated up that day. And so now you've given yourself license to do worse based on nothing. That's not even the truth. So don't weigh yourself every day. I have to work on that, quite honestly. I'm going to tell you, that's not something I can do easily. I'm a culprit. Anyway, don't keep your normal activities, your normal routine. If you do something, you know, you eat something bad, don't think, okay, now I'm going to have to excessively go to the gym, or I'm going to have to excessively do these exercises way beyond what you normally do each day. You're just going to hurt yourself, and you're going to hurt your body, and then your body's going to have to try to recover from that. And it's thinking of recovery from the injury, not not your normal metabolism. So it just throws everything off. So you think you're doing this great thing by doing all this exercise, the extra exercising, it really just throws your body off. So just keep your normal routine, and slow and steady, you're going to lose whatever it is that you've gained. Don't go crazy. Number 5 was track. Accountability and awareness is very important, because you feel in control. Even if you're writing something down that's bad, you made that choice, and now you're writing it down. And tracking equals success. People who track lose weight in the long run. Even tracking for us in Weight Watchers, you know, that's a point system. But even if you're not doing Weight Watchers, just writing down what you eat every day, and like if you're doing calories or however it is you're doing your thing, proteins or however you're doing it, if you keep track of it and you have to write it down, that makes a huge difference, because you are making it, you're accountable. And you're going to have a tendency to do better choices. If you know for sure you're going to write it down no matter what, you're going to probably do better choices, because you don't want to write something bad down, being black and white forever. But anyway, number 6 is to learn from this. Evaluate why this happened. Check your emotions that were attached to that slip, acknowledge them, and then try to fix them. So if you can figure out and just learn from it, there's a lesson to learn. That's what you need to do. Just figure it out. You probably know why. Lots of times it's just, you know, people were in and we went out to dinner, or, you know, I had relatives in for the weekend, or for me, I was on vacation and I was eating out every meal. I know why. I knew I was going to, and I wasn't going to beat myself up about it, because I don't go on vacation very often. Even though, like, lately you've seen all these things, it's like kind of staying within my state and doing things with the kids. We're not on an actual vacation, you know, we're doing these little trips. But generally, you know, I don't eat out, and I knew I was going to eat out, and I knew I was going to make my best choices, and I knew I was going to gain. And so to me, I don't feel bad about it. So, I mean, I get it. So the number 7 is forgive and move on. You need closure. You would not walk up to somebody in the meeting who just gained and say, you know, berate them for their gain. You would be the person who would, like, talk them up and tell them why, you know what I mean? Make them feel good. You should do that to yourself. When you beat yourself up, you would never do that to somebody else. So why are you doing that to yourself? You should be treating yourself better, you know, than it's It's just something to do. I mean, anyway. And she says, just close your eyes and picture you slamming the door shut. Like, okay, we're done with that and we're moving forward. Just the visual in your eyes would be what you need, you know, will help you have that closure. Her parting shot was, one kind word can change someone's entire day. So it really is true, because if someone says something nice to you, it really does. Whoa, okay, yeah, thank you. My hair, you know, whatever they're telling you, it does make you feel better. So it's like, that's the good thing. The whole group lost 45 pounds this week. It's really good to hear that, you know, even if I've gained, and I probably didn't help that total in any way, probably brought it down. But I don't, you know, like I said, everybody is in there and they're all very nice, and Dorothy's very nice, and she's, you know, this would hit spot on, kind of like the meeting today, because I had gained, but it's not because I gained, anyway, I know why I gained, and I'm okay with it, and I'm moving forward, and I'm already back walking. I'm probably not going to walk as many steps. I talked to people, like, you know, over the weekend, and I was doing 18,000 steps, trying for 18,000 steps, but I've got 2 new knees that I want to last. And so I'm probably going to kick that back a little to more like 15,000 steps. So if you see that adjustment on my Fitbit, if you're one of my Fitbit buddies, you'll see I'm making that a conscious choice not to walk as much. I just want them to last as long as they can. And so 15 is probably good. 10 is the recommended. So I'm, you know, kind of a little bit over that. So we're going to see that adjustment, and I'll be doing that. And of course, talking about that, if you're not my Fitbit buddy, I would love for you to send me a friend request. I'll have that information down below. Vera from Sister on a Mission just friended me, and I'm like, okay, cool, another buddy. And I talk with her like on her channel, you know, and I give her comments, and I just feel like she's my friend, and she actually lives here in Michigan. So someday we're gonna have to meet, Vera. Someday we will get together. But anyway, so if you need to share this with somebody, that's great. If they can't make it to a meeting, hopefully this has helped you if you couldn't have made it to a meeting. So if you like it, please subscribe, hit the like button, we like that, and comment and share. And I will see you again tomorrow or the next day. I apologize for all the, just as a side note, for all the recent travel vlogs, but I do this because then I can share this with my family that I was with, and so this is a great way. I can just send them the playlist, and then they can go watch those videos instead of me trying to, I don't know where I'd put them in order to get them to them. So if you didn't like those, I'm sorry. You know, really, this channel is really about fitness and me getting well, but fitness to me is happiness, and happiness is being with family. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, so I had a great weekend, and I wanted to share those travel vlogs with them, and if you wanted to watch them, that's great too. But that's not who my channel's veering off to. It was just a little veer, while because this is my life, and you're sharing in my life, and so I hope you enjoyed them. If you didn't have to watch them. Anyway, I will see you again tomorrow or soon.